Welcome to Good Morning Football. January 7th, we are presented by the Home Depot Live in NYC. My name's Kay Adams, Nate Burleson, Peter Schrager, Kyle Brandt. Whole fam all here. Kyle decides to wear a T-shirt the rest of the show and gets away with it after endurance.
Yeah. I switched to the jammies. What are you guys wearing, tuxedos and evening gowns over here? We got a lumberjack and a Beetle Bailey.
Time for the lead block.
Lead block.
Wild card weekend started off with a thriller in Houston. Quarterback Deshaun Watson escaped being sacked twice. He completed a 34-yard pass to Taiwan Jones. It was awesome, setting up the game-winning field goal in overtime. And even his head coach, Bill O'Brien, couldn't believe what he saw from his young quarterback.
It's exactly like this, like throw it away, and then, oh, great play. So that's what it's like. Get rid of it. I mean, I was like, look out. You know, when you're yelling, look out, it's not good. It's probably not a good thing. But no, yeah, I mean, it's just, you got a player like Deshaun. It's like I've said a lot, you know, it's all about the players.
There's a lot of impressive players in Bill O'Brien's words. Deshaun, not the only impressive young mobile quarterback in the AFC playoffs. This group has the third youngest combined age for the AFC divisional round since 1970. Young cats making big things happen. Those three are creating the landscape for the future of mobile quarterbacks, of course. But then you've got Mahomes, Watson. They're only 24 years old. Today, by the way, Lamar Jackson's birthday. He turns 23. Nate, are we entering a generational age of quarterbacks?
No doubt about it. No doubt about it, 100%. What I love about these individuals is they all have different stories. It's like Ryan Tannehill. He had his movie in Miami, and everybody thought the movie was terrible. Then all of a sudden, somebody came to him and was like, hey, man, you know what? Can you write another script? Because I want to do a part 2, a sequel. And then he had a chance to rewrite his own script. Pat Mahomes, MVP last season, 50 touchdowns, prolific passer, doing stuff we never seen, no-look passes. And then you got Deshaun Watson, who was as cool as ever. I said it a couple days ago. Bill O'Brien, when I talked to him, I said, what is it about him? He said, just like this, Nate, all the time. Up or down, he's just like this. And it calms everybody on the field. And then Lamar Jackson. What I love about Lamar, he will be our MVP this year. But last season, in the playoffs, they got rocked. And they got taught a lesson. And I feel like Lamar Jackson sat through that game for 4 quarters and was like, why don't they let me throw the ball? So I ate him up inside. And all summer, he had to work on delivering the rock. So much so that first game, he proved that he can throw the ball. So I love that these guys are all motivated differently, that these guys are the next generation of quarterbacks. I hate to say it, but the torch is passed.
They got next. It's also the face of the NFL is different. Look at this. This is African-American quarterbacks running the ball. This is different than just, hey, here is the standard face of what the NFL 100 quarterback looked like. No, it's Russell Wilson. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's Lamar. It's Watson. And if you want to go the other side of it, we're finding them from small towns, too. Like, Josh Allen is from a town of 8,000 people. Fireball, California. Carson Wentz comes from North Dakota. Like, this just shows that the NFL, anyone, anywhere can become an NFL quarterback. You don't have to go to the school. You don't have to train since the carriage or the crib. You can become your dream because there's enough opportunity and there's great enough scouting where we can make it happen. I can't wait for this young crop of AFC quarterbacks because whether it's Tannehill, the pre-med kid from Texas A&M, or it's Lamar Jackson who turned 23. Do you know that Joe Burrow, the Heisman Trophy winner, is older than Lamar Jackson, who is 23 years old? I love this passing of the torch, and I love the look of it and the feel of it. It's from all different regions of the country, and it's not the same face doing it.
You know, you always hear the game is changing or the passing of the torch. It always sounds like clickbait. Like, is it really? Still give me a 6'4" pocket passer. There's an incredible exhibit coming up from this weekend that'll show you how much it's changing and how much the young talent starting in college and the new offenses. Ravens-Titans, guys. One game. I want to show you just a little slideshow from one game. Tell me if you pick up a pattern here. First slide, please. There's Lamar Jackson playing for the Ravens this weekend.
Happy birthday.
Next slide. Happy birthday, Lamar. I'm sure you have that trophy in a good place. Mark Ingram also playing for the Ravens. Next slide, please. That's 2. Robert Griffin III also playing for the Ravens. Incredible mobile college quarterback. Let's keep going. Next slide, please. Derrick Henry also playing in the same game with the same trophy. I'm sure that's it, right? Is there one more? Or wait, that's 4. That's 4. That's a lot of Heisman wins. Oh, Marcus Mariota. who has come off the bench to make plays here and there in these games.
Kind of wild.
If you're wondering, that's 5 Heisman Trophy winners in one game. There's never been 5 in a playoff game. There's never been 4 in a playoff game. The most there's ever been is 3, which was in the 2002 AFC title game. It was Tim Brown, Charles Woodson, and Eddie George. We now have 5. That is not just a fun thing. That is not just a coincidence. Young, incredible players, 3 of which are quarterbacks in the same playoff game because of what they did in college and where the offenses are going. It's not a coincidence, but it's awesome.
You know what's great about that? With the way that the Ravens and the Titans call their plays, we're going to see all of these individuals.
You think Mariota and Griffin get in?
We saw Mariota this past weekend.
Last 2 weeks in a row, Mariota's come in.
And RG3, we've seen the Heisman package. My mind is blown right now, KB.
They did an option with RG3 and Ingram and the second they did it, Nate, this was about 6 weeks ago, you said, I guarantee they run that again and RG3 passes and they're saving it for the playoffs. That might be this weekend, the Heisman package. It's awesome.
They're all stud players, those quarterbacks, the ones remaining in the AFC, all chosen to represent the Pro Bowl, but they can't do it alone this weekend, right? It's top about their offense, the weapons around them, their coaching. So we could argue about which the quarterback is best. Let's not do that. Let's look at the throwdown round this weekend. Which QB has the best overall offense in the AFC?
I'm going to say Lamar Jackson. I can't deny how good they are. The only thing that causes hesitancy is Mark Ingram. I'm just not sure where he's at, and they're keeping it all hush, as they should. If he's 100% healthy, nobody can stop him. Strakes, you said it earlier. They have the most rushing yards in what?
Ever
in history of the game.
History of tackle football.
And we're talking about back in the day when they used to rush the ball all the time, too.
Yes.
All that included. So with that said, the tight end play, the wide receivers, like they can do it all. You can't tell me that there's something that Lamar Jackson and the Ravens can't do on offense, which is scary because I do feel like they can line up the scoreboard and pass with Pat Mahomes. And I do feel like if they want to run the ball, they can outrun the Titans if everybody's healthy.
Chiefs are all healthy, and the Chiefs are all humming. I feel like the Chiefs are right where they want to be this week. Sleeping giants. Everyone's talking about the Ravens all season long. Everyone was worried about whether the Patriots were ending. The Chiefs quietly finished the season as well as anybody in the league, and the offense started clicking at the end, too. Mahomes looks right. The offensive line looks right. And between Tyreek and McCole, and then you have Travis Kelce, that passing game is electric. The Chiefs' offense could put up huge numbers this weekend, and we all be like, wait a second, what? I could see it. We start this game in Arrowhead, and all of a sudden, Mahomes is Mahomes, and the Chiefs are humming. The running game is getting going, too. Watch out for the Chiefs in January, guys. No one's been talking about them all year. This is where they might shine.
There's a tradition this time of year sometimes where running backs come out of nowhere. I'm talking like at the end of Brett Favre's career, Ryan Grant for the Packers was just lighting it up. Certainly TD for John Elway. Last year, C.J. Anderson was winning playoff games. Peter, I'm going to piggyback off you. What Damian Williams did last week, what he did 2 weeks ago, is scary because I think Mahomes sitting back there and playing Papa Shot can be beaten. I really do. The fact that he's getting a running game is that happy learned how to putt factor. Like, how are we supposed to possibly beat you now? Damian Williams won the crown this week. I think they showed very, very scary things. I'm going to go with Kansas City. Look at this.
No.
You want to tackle this tilt in the playoffs? That's it. That's Andy Reid's secret weapon at the perfect time.
The Ravens, though, have the best rushing attack we may have ever seen in the 100 years of the NFL. Pair that with the strides in the passing game that Lamar Jackson has made. I think you can cancel them out. They're both going to be amazing games to be at if you're a fan. Does it come down to coaching? Do you guys factor that into your decision here? Andy Reid, prolific coach. Playoffs are a different story for him. Harbaugh's won one. Do you guys consider that in picking who is the better offense?
Oh, yeah. Harbaugh's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And everybody always wants to deke at Reid because he's deserved it for years. He's never had a mother like this. And I mean in Pat Mahomes. And he needed one more play last year and they would have beaten the Patriots. I think it's a different Reid because it's a different Mahomes.
The last 2 weeks, the cards have fallen in the Chiefs' favor in an amazing way. They were supposed to be the 3 seed if the Dolphins don't beat the
100%.
Patriots. And then last week, they're like, oh, New England's coming, where Belichick has just completely dominated Reid in playoff games. The Patriots go down, and now they got the Texans, a team that they probably don't have much history with. They're like, well, we could beat the Texans. It's worked really well in their favor. They're rested. I think Andy is really, this might be his year.
Yeah, this does come down to coaching. I mean, the prime example is, I keep talking about it, last year the Ravens in the playoffs and Chargers come in, and they put like 9 DBs on the field.
It was a weird playoff game.
And they're basically like, you know what, we're going to put fast guys to stop your fast guy and dare you to throw it. And the Ravens would not throw it.
No.
Now it's a different Ravens team. Whoever can out-chess play the other one, that's who's going to win.
I think once the Patriots went down, all of these teams left. All of them were like, it's my year. It's not more so than they already
agree.
did. Like, they're done. We're going to be the team that takes the torch from them. So it all happens on Throwdown Weekend. Nate, you know what it's like to play Throwdown round.
I do.
Back when it was called the divisional round.
Yeah, I've been there. I've won a wild card game and then gotten to the next game. And it's tough. It's tough to bounce back and have that same type of energy.
Well, we're going to see if you can bounce back and have that same type of energy outside on the streets of New York City. And is Kirk Cousins going to need